Hello, hello, hello! What's up, everybody? It's another Monday morning live. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I'm so sorry I haven't been going live on Mondays this month. I've been pretty busy with Chinese New Year and everything, and so haven't had the time to go live on a Monday morning. But finally, I have time. So, how is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? What's up, Megatronus Prime 920? How you doing, my bud? How you doing? How's everybody doing on this Sunday night, Monday morning, whatever? So, hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody is doing quite well. Um, you know how many Scorponauts I own right now? I own like 3 Scorponauts. I'm not even kidding. I own 3. Only 3 Scorponauts. That's just a sad statement there. I own the Studio Series Movie 1 Scorponok. I own the Rise to Be Scorponok. I own the Kingdom Scorponok. And that's it. That's it. That's all I own. I used to own the small tiny Scorponok that wait, no. I own 4 Scorponoks. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot that I have RID 2015 Warrior Class Scorponok. Well, okay, sure. Sure. But anyway. But anyway. Oh, my throat. Oh, anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I totally forgot that I had the RID 2015 Warrior Class Scorponok. So I have 4 Scorponoks. I own 4. 4 Scorponoks. I used to own the little tiny Scorponok that was included with the Dark of the Moon Cyberverse Commander Class Blackout, the little Legion Class Blackout, whatever you want to call him. Unfortunately, I lost that Scorponok. So if I still had that Scorponok, I would have 5 Scorponoks. But oh well, I only have 4. I only have 4 Scorponoks. And that's it. That's literally it, actually. So, yeah. But anyway, so yes. There was an animated Scorponok? Really? An animated version of Scorponok. Oh. Oh, just a small little tiny scorpion. Okay. Scorponoks, the Terracon allied Predacons. Hey. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh hey, what up, Valentino? You doing? Wait, from Rise of the Beast? No. Oh, I was just going to say I thought you have 3 Rise of the Beast Scorponok army built. I kind of wish I had the original 2007 Deluxe Scorponok, which was ridiculous because his robot mode was weird. You have 7 Rise to Be Studio Series Scorponoks? Wow. That is quite a lot. That is quite a lot, man. That is quite a lot. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Thoughts on Venom Web? Never saw it. I don't think I'll ever see it in the cinemas. So yeah, I don't think I'll watch it in the cinemas because I don't have the time to watch it. I do want to give it a chance. I mean, I want to see how it plays out. I mean, I've heard a lot of bad things about the movie. Yeah, I've heard a lot of bad things about the movie, but oh well. I mean, I still want to check it out, and yeah, I make stop motion, so I got to get a lot of the army builders. I'm not one to army build, honestly. I'm not one to army build, so. But hey, it's cool that you want to army build and you make stop motions. That's great. That's good. That's good. Yep, I own the original G1 Scorponok, mostly complete. The 2007 Deluxe Scorponok and the tiny one included with 2007 Voyager Blackout for the oldest ones in my collection. Ah. It's obviously hot garbage, no doubt, for what I heard. Okay. Okay. I hope Godzilla X Kong doesn't end up like that. I mean, judging from the trailers I've seen, Godzilla X Kong looks good. So I'm only looking forward to the monster fights. Other than that, you know, I have four thrusts if that counts as army building. What's up, Alex the Savage? What up, Savage? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. I heard that I noticed that there's been 4 weeks of no scrapyard content. What happened to scrapyard? What happened to scrapyard? I kind of miss the scrapyard a little bit. It's been on a break for 4 weeks. Um, I guess people don't really have the time. Oh, taking a breather. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Sometimes it's good to take a break. Sometimes, yeah, because sometimes we get tired of these streams. Oh man, I'm surprised that Madam Web isn't a CW production. I mean, it's not. It's a Sony production. So yeah. Oh, look at this beautiful, beautiful scorpion. I mean, look at this boy. Look at this dude. I love this boy. I love the scorpion. The scorpion looks so good. I love it. I absolutely love this beautiful, beautiful scorpion. His transformation is cool also. Have you seen the Spider Man suit? As in the black and red suit. I mean, that's not really Peter Parker. I mean, it's like an evil version of Spider Man, but it's not Peter Parker. I mean, I saw the suit. It looks cool, but I think it would have worked better in the series, in the TV show. So, yeah. Woo! There we go. I know it isn't, but he is still Spider Man in a way. I mean, yeah. No. No. I wouldn't call him Spider Man. I mean, in a way. I mean, I guess in a way it's a evil version of Spider Man. I mean, the suit looks like Spider Man's suit. I mean, you can't deny that. But I mean, what was the character's name? I forgot. Who was he? What was his name? Ezekiel. Ezekiel. That's his name. Ezekiel. He was wearing a like it's styled similar. Ezekiel Sims. There you go. Ezekiel Sims. He have spider powers? Ah, so in the comics, he has the ability to stick to any solid surface. He has superhuman strength, speed, agility, stamina, reaction time, and resistance to injury. Wow. Okay. Um. Hmm? He was in the game Spider-Man Unlimited. No. 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 I did not know that. I did not know that. What? What? He was in the game. He was in the game. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Wow. All right. Okay. Cool. So yeah, his suit is very spider-like. Yeah, very Spider-Man-like. It's very similar to Spider-Man, but an evil version. So there's a character named Doppelganger who looks like Spider-Man, but with like an extra pair of limbs and a long tail. He can't shoot webs. Yeah, he can't shoot webs. No, he can't shoot webs. Yeah, that's the way. That's the main thing that Ezekiel lacks. He doesn't shoot webs. Uh, how do I shoot a web? I don't know. Ask Tobey Maguire Spider Man. He can shoot webs from his organic hands, which I do prefer because it takes a lot of time to build a web shooter. So organic webs, way better. Because spiders work organically. Okay, spiders are organic. They're not mechanical. So yeah, if you have organic webs or you have web shooters, then you can shoot webs. But I think Spider-Man should have organic webs. You know, he should be able to make up webs in his body. And oh my god, that sounds weird. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I apologize. My apologies. Oh man. But anyway, my nose is a bit weird today. I don't know. I don't know why my nose is blocked a bit. I never got why Spider-Man always needed web shooters. Toby makes more sense. It's a family show. Hey, sometimes my mouth just doesn't know what to say. Yeah, Toby makes more sense. I like the organic webs the best. Like, hey JJ, stopping by to say hi real quick. I hope you're all doing well. We're waiting for a dinner reservation, so I have a brief moment to stop by. What up, Nick? How you doing, Nick? Good of you to stop by, man. Good of you to stop by. Good of you to stop by. Yeah. I mean, in the original comic, Spider-Man did have web shooters, so the Tobey Maguire one, the organic webs was a nice change. I mean, I think I do prefer that, and I'm glad they kept that in the MCU when Tobey Maguire appeared again as Peter Parker slash Spider-Man, and when he showed Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland, they were like, "Whoa!" and then it was like, "That came out of you," and then Tobey Maguire was like, "Yeah, you can't do that, huh?" And then Andrew Garfield, and then Tom Holland was like, "No," and then Andrew Garfield was like, "How on earth does that even?" That was the funniest moment ever. That was one of the funniest moments in Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man No Way Home. I loved that. Loved that moment between the three Spider-Man. The two with web shooters being so surprised at Tobey Maguire's organic webs. So where else does it come from? Oh yeah, yeah. Tom Holland was like, "Does it come out of your wrist or does it come from anywhere else?" uh, and Toby just said, "Only the wrists." And of course, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man did have a web block, through existential crisis stuff and everything. So, um, thing is, Madam Web is one of the most important characters. More than 2099, she basically kind of controls the Spider Verse. Sony tried to set her up, but man, yeah, the way they set her up is a bit weird, a bit. I mean, they did spoil. Okay, I'm not gonna say any spoilers because I did kind of see the end of Madam Web, not in the cinemas, but I kind of streamed it online for free. Um, it wasn't HD, no, but Tom Holland is overrated, to be honest. All the fangirls sim over him as the world knows it. Ay, ay, ay. But anyway. Ugh, ugh, oh boy. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Typos suck. I know, right? Sometimes you're typing too fast and you're like, wait, no, no, not meant to type that, no. And then you just accidentally just click the send button and then you're like,
No, no, let me fix that real quick. Let me fix that real quick with the correct word and everything.
I don't know why I'm talking like that, but sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I can, I can, I can be crazy on things. I don't know. I can, yeah. mm. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sometimes my throat goes like that. Uh, so glad I binge watched Rescue Bots because I finally have a proper Rescue Bots chase, and he looks so good. He looks so freaking good in his vehicle mode. So good. This muscle car mode, I tell you, this is beautiful. It's a beautiful chase police car vehicle mode. I love this one. I absolutely love this guy. Hope we get more. Hope we get more. I really hope we get more mainline Rescue Bots figures. You know, Chase is the first one. Not gonna count Medics. No, not gonna count Medics because he's based on the G1 universe version of Medics. So he's not proper Rescue Bots universe Medics. So you turn to Gollum from Lord of the Rings for a sec. Imagine Chris Evans as Spider Man. Oi, you gotta summon the Alfonso dude here. I really hope Alfonso still comes in every now and then. I mean, Chris Evans is, yeah. Chris Evans, or Optimus Prime, or Peter Cullen, or Soundwave. Mm. So, and speaking of Soundwave, I have the Bumblebee movie version here, still here. So, I'm gonna transform Optimus Primal. I'm just gonna transform this guy. How does everyone feel about the Fantastic Four reveal recently? I mean, it looks good. The casting looks good. I can't wait to see the Thing in action in the MCU. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that. The Invisible Girl casting. It's noble. It's interesting. I will say, it looks good. So I have no problems with the casting so far. I mean, look. I mean, the previous Fantastic Four. I hope that the Sony version of Madam Web won't be the Madam Web of the Spider-Man movie verse. If she is, then things are gonna get terrible. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't think we'll ever get an MCU version of of Madam Web. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. Like I don't even know if we're gonna get an MCU version of Madam Web. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Um, I mean, sure, we might. I mean, yeah, I mean, we have the MCU version of Spider Man, so it might happen. I don't know, but we'll see what happens in the future. So, yeah. Let me rotate this first. And rotate that. And then bring this up. That will tab in right there. Tab in, close, and there we go. We got one arm all done and ready. Oh, rotate the gorilla fist around. Ah, there we go. All right, we got one side done, and there we go. And then bring this up. Rotate this fist. Rotate that around. Bring this up. Tab in. Line up properly. Line up the slots and the tabs. Close that up. And rotate. And there we go. Got that done. Now we deal with the legs. The legs should be pretty simple. So now let's untap all this. Put in the heel spur. Bring down the gorilla feet. And then Bring this down. And then that should have it right there. And bring up the robot mode feet. That could have been done better, but hey, it is what it is. But anyway, just bring this gorilla feet down. Imagine if Chris Evans is Doctor Doom. She would probably be in Beyond the Spider Verse. She has to appear, so I mean, definitely, yeah. I mean, she's definitely gonna appear in Beyond the Spider Verse. Who knows? I mean, who knows? The Fantastic Four cast looks mid to me. Maybe Vanessa is the only perfect pick for the role. I think Pedro Pascal looks pretty. I think he looks fine as a Mister Fantastic. I mean, he looks fine. I mean, I'm definitely gonna give the new casting a chance and see how it goes and see how it works. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. If it works, then it works. So I really hope they do the Fantastic Four movie justice, and I can't wait for the Deadpool movie, the Deadpool 3 movie. I can't wait for that. Can't wait for him. Can't wait for that to come out. Because Wolverine, yes, Wolverine is coming back to the fray. He is back in action. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I cannot wait for Deadpool 3. I cannot wait for that movie. Cannot wait. Because I've been longing for Hugh Jackman to return as Wolverine. And that is finally happening. Oh, my gosh. That is amazing. All right. All right. Okay. So I don't know if this is correct. So I'm just trying to make sure everything is nice and nice because he's got to be on his all fours. Got to be in all fours. That's how an 8 is usually like that. Usually like that. An 8 is usually like that. Make sure that everything works as it should. There we go. There is. I think we got it. I think we got it. Yep. I think we got it. Yeah. I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we got it. There we go. I think we got it. I think we got it. Who remembers that hoax that Hugh Jackman's Wolverine was supposed to be in Avengers Endgame? Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that hoax. Apparently, they have been making rumors that Hugh Jackman was going to be in Avengers Endgame as Wolverine, but that never happened because when Avengers Endgame came out, it was a time when Hugh Jackman was still not going to come back as Wolverine. He was still not up for it, until Deadpool 3 happened. Until Deadpool 3 was in development, and Ryan Reynolds, he convinced Hugh Jackman to come back as Wolverine. So, and no one can steal the role of Wolverine from Hugh Jackman himself, because Hugh Jackman will always be my Wolverine. He'll always be my Wolverine, and he is the king of being Wolverine, because I think he is the perfect Wolverine. No one can ever recast Hugh Jackman. No, no one can ever do that. No, Hugh Jackman will always be Wolverine. Nobody can steal that role from him. No, not Daniel Radcliffe, not Taron Egerton. Hugh Jackman will always be Wolverine, and that is a complete fact. That's a pure fact. Okay, that is a pure fact. So yeah. So yeah. yeah, I'm excited for Deadpool 3. I'm excited. I mean, I've seen the first two Deadpool movies and I still loved them because Ryan Reynolds will always be Deadpool. You can never remove Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. No, no, that that Ryan Reynolds, he is the perfect Deadpool in my opinion. He's the perfect Deadpool. He'll always be Deadpool, whether in the MCU, whether in the Fox universe, the X Men universe, whether in the you know, yeah. I've seen the trailer. I've seen the trailer to Deadpool 3, and it looks good. It looks really good, and I'm happy that they're putting the TVA in there. So I mean, if you've seen the trailer, then you know the TVA. I mean, if you've seen Loki, then you know the TVA. So it's not really a spoiler. I mean, they revealed the TVA already in the Deadpool 3 trailer. So yeah. I mean, if you've never watched the trailer, I'm sorry. But if you watch the trailer, then that's fine. It's okay. Nevertheless, I'm excited. I'm very excited for Deadpool 3. Hey! Hmm. There we go. There's Optimus Primal in Gorilla Mode. A What about the animated versions voiced by Steve Bloom, Cal Dodd, and Scott McNeil? Steve Bloom? Oh wait, yeah, Steve Bloom was Wolverine. I, I mean, Steve Bloom is a good Wolverine. I will, yeah. Do you think Loki will make an appearance in Deadpool 3? I kind of, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure if he will. Hmm, hmm. I don't think he'll be in Deadpool 3. No, I don't think he's in Deadpool 3. No, I do not think he's in Deadpool 3. I don't think he will be because, if you remember in this Loki season 2 finale, Loki became the tree, the multiversal tree. So, hmm? Wait, what? Is Owen Wilson gonna be in Deadpool 3? I doubt it. Is he gonna be in Deadpool 3? Is he gonna be in Deadpool 3? No. 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 He's not. No, he's not. Doesn't say he is, but who knows? It might happen. I don't know. It might happen. It might happen. So, so yeah. Um. What? What? Huh? Oi, 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 oi. Hmm? What? 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 No. Mobius? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Oi, oi. I'm just not. I'm just learning about this now. I wait. Oh. Wait. What? Huh? There were various versions. Okay, in the original comics, Mobius. There were variations of Mobius, and they were Mister Tesseract, Mister Ouroboros, and Mister Paradox. I'm just learning about this now. I'm just learning. What? Well, interesting. Very interesting. Hey, what up, Thunderous Prime? How you doing? How you doing, man? So if Deadpool and Wolverine are going to save the MCU, does that mean that they will reverse most of the deaths, like Iron Man and Black Widow and the rest? Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the movie. We'll see what happens in the movie. So, how you doing, Thunderous Prime? Thunderous Prime, if you're free, you can hop on if you want to. I'm doing okay. I'm just hopping in here to say hello and see how the gang is doing. Unless if you're busy with something else. Unless if you're busy with something else. And are you busy with something else, or do you want to hop on here? You want to hop on here? Hello, Nathaniel. What's up, Nathaniel? Hello, hello. Hope you're doing good, Nathaniel. Hope you're doing good. mm, 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 mm. Ooh, ooh. Ah. I'm not busy, but I also am not sure about hopping on, to be honest. Really? Hmm. I mean, you're always welcome here, man. You're always welcome here, Thundermus. I mean, you're a good dude. You're a solid dude, Thundermus. You're a good dude. You're a kind dude. But don't you know? It's okay if you don't want to. It's okay if you're not sure. It's okay if you're not sure to join in. But if you want to join in, I mean, you're always welcome. You're always welcome to join if you want to. It's only if you want to. I mean, it's only if you want to. So let me see. Let me look at the scale between Scorponok and Optimus Primal here. Um, I want to see the scaling between these two beasts. Uh, wow. I mean, that's yeah, that's good scaling there. That's actually good scaling. Wow. Yeah, I appreciate it, but I'll have to pass for tonight. Besides, I have stuff I've been putting off. I need to get done anyway. Alrighty, Thunderous Prime. I understand that. No worries. No worries. Um, but yeah, look at the scaling. Ooh, look at the scaling. Look at the scaling. Man, Scorpion is a big boy. He's a big boy. So let's just bring in the Air Razor for a minute. Wow. Jeez. Jeez, man. Jeez. Jeez, Scorponok. You don't yeah. Scorponok is quite large as a scorpion. He is a big boy. He is a big boy. Look at him. Just look at him. Look at the scaling. Wow, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Let's put a Nightbird here for a bit. Put a Nightbird. Even the scorpion is bigger than the car. That is. Mm, okay. Okay. I see you. I see you. Just put in Noah Diaz for a bit here. Oh wow. I mean, obviously this is the core class, and this is the deluxe. So I don't think I can fit every Rise to Beast figure here. I think I can fit the beasts, the beast dudes. So, so yeah. I know definitely in Doctor Strange 2 had a lot of cut characters: Magneto, 616 Mordo, Ghost Rider, Deadpool. Let me know if I'm missing any cut characters. Yeah, I mean, I think Doctor Strange 2 would have been better if those cut characters weren't cut. Would have loved to see Ghost Rider in Doctor Strange 2, but apparently there's a new Ghost Rider movie coming out. I mean, there's a MCU version of Ghost Rider. Um, um, I'll ask some people first, some other people first, if they're free or not. Uh, I'll see if my friend Genevieve is free. Let's see if she is free or not. And then I'll see if Briximus wants to join. Um, Briximus. Let's see. Briximus. Briximus. Ay, Briximus. Let's see. Briximus. See if TFA. I think TFA wants. I think I remember. Wait. Let's see if TFA wants to hop on a bit. If he is all right with that. See if Lincolnus. See if Lincolnus is free or not. Let me ask other people first. Um, hmm. Okay, I see Lincolnus saw the message, saw the link. He saw the link. Okay. Um, be patient, Valentino. Now, let me ask other people first. Okay, let me ask other people first. If none of them are free to join, then maybe I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link. Maybe, probably. I don't know. I'll most likely send you a link. Don't worry. Just let me see if other people are free first. Let me see if other people are free first. Unfortunately, TFA won't be joining us because he is currently unwell. So I hope he gets better soon. I hope we get TFA. If you're listening, I hope you get well soon. Okay, we need you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's unfortunate that he's a bit unwell. So yeah, a bit unfortunate. So hope he gets well soon. Hope he get well soon, TFA. So yeah. Oh, I don't know who else can join. Maybe. Hmm. Yes. You know what? Yeah, Valentino, I might as well send you the link right now. Might as well. Might as well just send you the link. Just in case. Just in case. So, just in case. Let me see. Um. Let's see who else can join. I'm not sure who else can join. Who else can join? Maybe. Oh, look at this guy. Ah. Maybe Acer can join. Let me see. Ding, 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 ding. Whew. Okay. I was drawing, sorry, the chat is silent. Yeah, the chat is quite silent. It is the moment of silence. The moment of silence. Oh boy. The moment of silence. The only way we can join is if we have 50 subs. It doesn't matter if you have 50 subs or not. You can join in anytime. You can join in like anytime. Whether doesn't matter. Um, Wait, really? How do I join? Um, Megatronus Prime. It's just a simple click on the StreamYard link. That's it. That is it. That's all you have to do. Is just click on the link, sign up with your account, and boom, you're here. So, okay. Ready? So apparently, TFA wants. He doesn't mind to join. So yeah. All right. Okay, I see Valentino in the backstage, but I might want him to change his profile picture into a proper Transformers profile pic. So, there you go. All right, that's the. Dinosaur profile pic, or a flamified cliff jumper.
It's just the concept I had when I was like a kid. I think, like a
Uh,
kid. No, because I always imagined how Cliff Jumper would look like if he was still alive.
Okay, I don't know how long I haven't been talking, haven't heard from you. I just noticed now that your voice sounds like you're 20 years old.
No, 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 no. I'm just playing. I'm just playing a game. I'm just playing a game right now while I'm talking.
Oh, what game you're playing?
Uh, it's kind of embarrassing to say, but Fortnite.
Not Fortnite.
No, no. Listen, man, it's a good game. It's a good game. It's a good game.
I
It's a
don't
good
like
game.
Fortnite. I don't like Fortnite.
Okay, so do you want me to play Spider-Man 2 then?
I hate Fortnite.
I mean, you have a good point, but the fan base is completely.
I hate. I appreciate the Transformers that they brought into Fortnite, but no, no,
No,
no,
nah, nah.
no.
I'm a play. I'm a play. Man,
Hmm.
I'm a. I mean, I mean, I was playing. I mean, there was this Godzilla game I was playing, but they literally shut it down. It was like a, it was like a Spider. It was like a Godzilla
Mhm.
game where you could like fight other,
Mm,
and then it just shut it down for no reason.
mm.
Also, or except for Transformers One.
Yes, I'm very excited for that.
But wouldn't it be cool if it had like the Spider Verse animation?
I have a feeling that it will.
I hope so though. I hope so
I
because
have.
that would be pretty interesting. I mean, Ninja Turtles already had one, so all
Yep.
around. And please do not bring him any action figures that I do not own, because every time when I come here, you always bring up a figure that I don't have. So, God darn you! I should have not told you. I should have not told you. No, no. I mean, I don't really care about that figure. But the only figure I really care about is Primal, because he reminds me of King Kong. I love King Kong. Man. No! This is treason! No. Okay, that won't be. I really mind it. But I have another thing. I have a. There he goes. 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 Hold on. I have this thing. This is not meant as a flex. I'm just showing you that this is what I got.
I have something better than that.
I know you do. God damn it.
I
Look,
have. I have a
how about a
Venom.
monkey?
I have
Does a
a
monkey do
Lego.
justice?
I
Does a
have a
monkey does
Lego. I wait. I have a Lego Venom mech armor fighting Miles Morales now. So
a Venom fighting armor thing?
a Venom mech armor from Lego.
Why can't you not just get a normal Venom?
No, I want a mech armor Venom, and I did. I bought him.
Okay, but how about this though? How about this? Hold on, look at that. Shit. Hold on.
It's not gonna do that for me because I don't really want to play PS5. So
What? So no rush. So no
I
Ratchet and
have
Clank.
no rush
No
to get
Ratchet
a
and Clank then.
PS5. I have no rush on PS5 because I don't have the money for that. So
Spider-Man. Man, you crazy. I mean, I don't know why New DS is a freaking jet. I don't like that.
I
Why is Noah
mean,
a jet?
Mirage can turn into anything. So
So
you can
are his
remove the
bones?
jet if you really. If you don't want the jet, you can just remove it entirely. So
But are his bones gonna get crushed when he turns into a jet? Like that?
no, he's just a Noah under a jet.
So it's Noah under a jet.
Yeah, it's a Noah under a jet. That's basically it.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
It,
I
Yo,
don't
it
get it.
it's for the
Yo,
sake of being a transformer on the show. It has to transform. So
yes, it has to transform. A human.
it's
Yo,
core class.
Doom really wants that link, man. He's gonna die without that link.
Yeah.
He's
He
going
wants
to
to
he's
destroy
going to have a
it.
heart failure. If you don't give him the link.
Yeah.
I'm
I
joking.
think I think these are enough. This is enough because I'm not.
Listen. I'm gonna get APC Toys Cliff Jumper because I already ordered it. Have
Wow,
you?
it's already 2024 and you still don't have him yet. Wow.
Because they literally delayed the order a lot of times. Plus I pre-ordered him, and then
Anyway,
guess what? He has not been out for freaking months.
that's not the only figure that's been getting delayed.
Megatron's getting delayed.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're doing this, but okay, whatever they do.
Oh, it gives me more time to get more figures to get
Of
before.
course it does. Of course,
Yes, of course, of course.
of course it does. No, what is it?
Hmm. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Man, Doom, it's begging for that. He, man, dude, Doom is begging for that link, bro.
Look, Doom. I know that you're um
Doom,
Doom is
he
on
needs
his
the link.
begging.
Doom Productions. I know you really want to join in so badly because you love my channel, you love my content. But here's the thing: if you keep asking me to send you a link, I'm not gonna do that. So
Yeah,
I
as a
won't,
person that has
I
been through
won't send
that.
a link if you keep asking me, "Can I join? Can I join? Can I join?" That ain't gonna happen. So if you so don't ask me so many times. If you ask me so many times,
All right, he's
not
sorry. He's
doing
sorry. He's.
so sorry, Doom Productions. So but sometimes sometimes you gotta accept a no for an answer. So
No.
That was a
just
pretty
like
good
Megatron.
no.
No.
Why is there so many green cars? I found a glitch in a freaking game.
Hmm.
Instead of yellow taxis, they're all green now. That's interesting.
So bricks switch figures are you missing from Studio Series Wave 23?
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Don't tell
From
him.
Wave 23, the most recent one, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much just Scrap Heap and Megatron.
That's it?
Wheeljack is currently in transit. He's on his way.
Okay. The
But
Pablo
I'm missing the whole
everyone
entire
else I
line.
have in hand.
Pablo Sweet.
I'm missing the whole entire line.
Which, funny enough, I saw all of them minus Wheeljack and Megatron at GameStop the other day.
Unfortunate news for Rise to Beast Wheeljack in my country. He is being delayed to June.
Huh?
Oh, jeez.
He's being delayed to June, unfortunately.
At least he did not pre-order Cliff Jumper because that thing has been delayed like every single second.
There we go. We got Cheetor.
It was originally gonna come out in December, but now it's coming to freaking this month, I believe.
Yeah,
Then
Megatron was set for this month. His official release date technically was tomorrow, but now a lot of people are getting their stuff delayed to like March.
Yep. Megatron is
No,
available.
but I wonder what's going on because like this is kind of ridiculous. You know what
I
I'm saying?
personally think it's because I don't think Hasbro anticipated the overwhelming amount of people that really want this Megatron, and so they ended up not making enough or something in that vein.
Hmm.
Like it's
Well, I
just
mean,
it's just like I think they knew it was going to be popular, but they didn't think it was going to be this popular, and so it just ended up.
Yeah.
And so it's like
So
there's
they
just
wanna
not
do-
enough to meet the demand.
so they want to make like more, right? Just for the fans.
Yeah, so I think some of the pre-orders are just getting delayed because it's like that'll be the second production of like figures that are being made, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Hey,
Like-
Doom is
Like,
pretty
the
sad, man.
factory's initial production is not enough to meet the amount of demand that the figure has.
Mhm.
Mm.
At least that's
I
my
really want
But
that Megatron.
If your theory is right, then I don't know why Hasbro just made less. When they knew that every single Megatron will literally sell. People love Megatron. That's it. People really love Megatron. So I don't know why they thought that.
Well,
Nope, that,
I think it has to do with like a business standpoint in the way of like, oh, so throughout this month we only get this amount of budget to produce this many blank toys, and so this is how many Megatrons are making, this is how many Wheeljacks are being made, this is how many of blank, and so on and so forth.
Mhm.
And again, I feel like they just didn't anticipate the overwhelming amount of people wanting the Megatron that now there's just too few that are being made and coming out of the factory.
I mean, because here's the thing: that design is beautiful. Okay,
It
you
is
know how
literally the perfect Megatron. I was having a long conversation with one of my friends about it. He has every element possible that, like, there's no way someone could be hating on that figure. He has elements from the Bayverse. He's got elements from the Bumblebee movie. He's obviously G1 designed, but he's also a triple changer on top of that. He's superposable and articulated. He's big for a leader class. Like, he has all of the above of everything you'd want in a Megatron figure. And so it just makes him highly desirable by everybody.
I have a feeling that the triple changing gimmick was inspired by Titans Return Megatron.
Wait. This might sound dumb, but which Megatron are you talking about? The Bumblebee concept art Megatron?
Yeah, the Bumblebee movie concept art Megatron.
Man, I want that one. I want that one.
Yeah, and you and like everyone else in the Transformer community.
Yeah,
It looks good though. I don't know why they did not go with it. I mean, I don't know why he's not in the movie.
Well,
I don't know why.
so
he
in the original production for the Bumblebee movie, the movie was originally intended as a prequel, so they ended up cutting Megatron out of the whole movie because it's like, oh, at this point in time, he's frozen in ice in the Sector 7 or whatever. But then later, as the movie went on into production, it ended up getting to the point where they were like, you know what, let's maybe think about making this a prequel. So that's why there's elements in there of both Bayverse and of it being a reboot at the same time, and why there's no Megatron. Because they had no idea if the movie was going to be a success or not, because Hasbro's plan was that if the movie was a success, then they'll use it as the basis for a reboot, which it did. But if it failed, then they would have just said, oh, it's a prequel to the Bayverse. Who cares about continuity?
Yep.
But because the movie did have an overwhelming amount of success, maybe not so much in the box office, but it was an overwhelming success with both critics and fans. And that was obviously a win.
There we go. There we
Well,
have
yeah,
all
but like,
beasties, all the beasties.
but my theory is that Megatron might appear in the sequel for Rise of the Beast.
If they're not too busy trying to push the G.I. Joe crossover.
Me personally, I'm not really a fan of that, crossover.
Yeah, I personally feel like they're jumping the gun a little too soon. I don't think the G.I. Joe crossover should be the next movie. But like I'm open to it coming out because I mean there's been a lot of times where I've if I was the guy, if I was the person directing the movie, basically what I would do is I would just do the same thing they've done for a lot of the Michael Bay movies where it's the human military guys interacting with the Transformers, just instead of it being Nest, it's just G.I. Joe.
Yeah. I'm open to it. I mean, it happened before in the comics, so why not in the movies? So
I mean,
I will be done right, and it cannot be done too soon because that's the other problem is there's been really good comic book ideas that have been made into films too quickly, and they don't build up to them, and it ends up causing a lot of downfall. Just to give an example, like DC Comics, they tried to jump the gun a little too soon with releasing their Justice League. And they weren't able to flesh out all the individual members, and now we see where DC is right now with rebooting and such so soon.
Yeah.
Justice.
The DC movie universe just wanted to be like Avengers, but honestly, Marvel kind of did the whole Avengers thing better than DC did. So
because they built it up slowly over time.
Valentino, your game is a bit too loud.
Oh God.
But yeah,
you might want to mute your game. Yeah.
Nah, I'm out. Wait, what?
You might want to mute your game. Your
Continue
game
on. My bad. Continue on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm open to it because I do like G.I. Joe, not as much as some people, but I don't think Hasbro completely realizes how many people in G.I. Joe and there are fans of both G.I. Joe and Transformers, because so far every G.I. Joe fan I have ever spoken to are only vaguely into Transformers, or they don't really care all that much. Because again, I feel like Hasbro was doing the G.I. Joe crossover figures, and they were anticipating them to be these big bestsellers, and only really sold moderately well.
Yeah, they only have 4. Wait, no. Were there 4? No, there's only 3, right?
Yeah, there's only 3 because there's been Megatron, Optimus, and Bumblebee and Soundwave.
And there's going to be the 4th one, which is Optimus.
Yeah, and supposedly Optimus is supposed to turn into a tank for some reason.
Interesting.
What does everyone? I have a question. What does everyone think about the
Hmm.
DCU right now?
Don't
I
know,
think
man.
the DC universe. I'm open to seeing the DC. I'm open to seeing the reboot because apparently Blue Beetle is the first movie in this new rebooted DC universe, and I actually liked Blue Beetle. It was a nice.
I haven't seen Blue Beetle yet, so no spoilers.
Oh, never mind. We haven't seen a movie.
No, I never had the time to watch it, so
I mean,
Well,
me
it's
either.
a
But
good
still.
movie. I would highly recommend it. It's not like super awesome like Avengers Endgame level. Like it's on the level of like around like Iron Man or Hulk and like Thor. Like like it's a good just starting out superhero film. It's a like even though the plot is pretty basic and it's kind of like a generic kind of superhero plot. It feels very refreshing because it feels like all the superhero movies that come out nowadays have these overcomplicated plots. So it's just nice to have a film that kind of goes back to the original, the original formula.
Mm-hmm. But the DCU really ended off pretty not bad, but kind of ended off like not in a good way. I mean, depends on what he said. Huh?
Saintastic is asking us favorite MCU film.
My favorite movie is
That's
Spider-Man
hard.
No Way Home. It's No Way Home.
It's hard to narrow it down for me because there are so many films I like for multiple different reasons.
Yeah. I mean,
like
Iron Man 1 was pretty good.
I love Iron Man 1. I love Iron Man 2. I love Thor, and I love Thor Ragnarok, Captain America, Captain America Civil War. But if I had to pick just one, just out of pure instinct, I'd have to say the first Avengers.
The first Avengers was pretty good.
Because it was the film that really like drew me into the Marvel stuff like a whole lot because I loved Iron Man and then I loved Thor, the individual films, but it was the Avengers film that made me love those individual ones even more.
Mm-hmm.
And I also love how Avengers also kind of demonstrated the it kind of set the bar for Marvel movies going forward after that. Like that movie was like really good. And it was the first time we got to see like a big like a really successful like big like film build up, like a big saga that was building up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a movie that has been built up for not years, but actually for years. Because in the first Hulk movie, not the there's so many Hulk movies, but you know the one that's from 2008.
Yes, the one that's part of the MCU. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it is on paper. It is part of it, but the actor and all. It's kind of
the actor doesn't matter. The same character, the Bruce Banner that we see in the Avengers films and such, went through the exact same stuff that the other actor went through. Just it's two different people who played it's
same
two different
guy.
people that played the same guy.
Yeah, just like
and you've seen General Ross being the same dude for multiple movies after that, so.
Which is going to get changed around here soon.
Yeah, because the actor for General Ross passed away, so...
And the Thunderbolts movie is supposed to come out at some point, and his character is supposed to have a vital role in that, because him not being in it would kind of take away a bit of the whole point of the movie, because the name Thunderbolts is named after Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder when Thunderbolt Ross will become Red Hulk.
supposedly
he's the person who took his place is Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
And I really hope he does well as the character. I really hope he does the character justice.
But I mean, She-Hulk did confirm this that it's kind of that 2008 Hulk is the exact is in the MCU, which I did like because
of Abomination and such.
Yeah, but Abomination looks something. I don't know.
But screw the She-Hulk show.
Yeah,
I mean, I enjoyed She-Hulk just because of its silliness.
it
And
was.
That
it
was
was
the reason I didn't like the show
Yeah,
was the
yeah. I
silliness,
mean,
because
in it,
it felt
in
like they
this,
were trying to make a more family friendly Deadpool, and that's not right. Only
the
my only
Deadpool can be
flaw,
Deadpool.
my only problem with
Yeah.
She-Hulk was why. Okay, I'm glad that Abomination was developing into its more cartoon, comic accurate design with the ears and everything.
I don't really like that.
Why? What? Sorry.
Me personally, I kind of don't really like that much, like it that much. I kind of prefer the 2008 Hulk design, 2008 design.
I
Just
kind of
saying.
prefer his
Well,
comic book
your own,
appearance
but
just because
for
that's the
me,
one I'm used to.
I'm used to the
Yeah.
comic design very much because I've seen Hulk and the Agents of Smash and Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Yeah, and that was also the design they used in the Avengers video game as well.
Yeah, exactly. And
Oh,
so
speaking about the Avengers,
I was happy when Abomination returned in Shang-Chi and he returned for She-Hulk, but my problem was why was Abomination's voice so high pitched? I
uh,
I was
was
like
it?
I'm
Was
like
it?
I was like listening to his voice in She-Hulk and why is his voice so different than the 2008 version?
The
Well, I
2008
mean,
version made him sound like this, blah, and then in the She-Hulk, he's like,
Uh, yeah, and he was
sounds like
like
Korg, where he's like, "Hey man, how's it going? I'm just here in prison trying to get out of here."
exactly.
he
Exactly.
was.
My main
I don't
problem.
know, like
Oh,
his character went from a serious,
it's just
really,
I wi-
huh?
and then and then Hulk and Abomination are now friends.
The way they fought was just so terrible. Like they like
I
when
mean, She-Hulk was just. I mean,
it was.
it's a fun, silly show, and I love the silliness.
No, but
It just
My
seemed a
the,
little
my
too
opinion,
try
my
hard.
opinion, Valentino, my opinion.
no, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. Like
Okay,
actually,
I enjoyed
I didn't say
She-Hulk for
nothing.
what it was. Well, I enjoyed She-Hulk for what it was. I like that Scar was in it for a bit. I like that Hulk has a son now, and
That was
and
weird
He looks kind of terrible though.
because the problem is he looks nothing like he did in because his son is Scar.
yeah, his
His
son is Scar. I mean,
Yeah, and it looks
Scar's supposed to
nothing
have a
like
long,
Scar
long.
from the comics.
He's supposed to
his
have long
haircut
hair.
is bad.
Scar's
his
supposed to
hair-
have long hair, but I have a feeling that he tied up his hair actually. So
Well,
mean,
no,
he
no, it's
did,
not
but
the long hair. It's just like you've seen Hulk Agents of Smash. You know what Scar looks like.
but
so
that Scar
different.
wasn't really Hulk's son. So
Well, no,
Uh,
because that means they would have had to explain in a children's cartoon, that Hulk did the dirty.
What?
They would have had
Oh,
to
man.
explain that in a children's cartoon. That's why they never did that in Hulk Agents of Smash.
That was probably the worst thing that ever happened to She-Hulk because she was only she like there was like two scenes on the show that I really hated, really hated. Daredevil and She-Hulk. You already know. It's bad. It's bad.
Which, funny enough, I thought that was the only episode that was actually worth waiting week.
Because
by
it was
week.
Daredevil. It was Daredevil.
yeah, it's Daredevil. I mean, I like
Sick.
Daredevil there.
I mean, his suit is not my favorite, of course, but it's alright.
I mean, he had the yellow and red suit in the comics. So.
The yellow and
I
red
know,
was his
but, like-
original suit before he got the red one. So this is obviously his origin before he finally gets his red suit, which he does in the Marvel's Echo.
Yeah, which reminds me, I need to watch Echo.
Same here. I still need to watch Echo.
I don't even have the subscription anymore. I used to have it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I just really hope Marvel is able to pick up the slack with some of their upcoming stuff.
Wait, but I have a question though. If Deadpool
hey,
Wolverine,
You know,
Huh?
you know what I like about She-Hulk? I like She-Hulk because Hulk finally heals his arm.
Yeah,
what?
that is a
No.
positive.
Yeah,
Hulk did heal his arm.
At least Hulk gets his 2 arms back. So,
But I have a question. If Deadpool and Wolverine are gonna fix the MCU, are they gonna revert like any deaths that happened in Endgame?
No, I don't think so.
like Iron Man or
I don't
I know
think
it's not.
they're not going to reverse any deaths. I think the only thing they're going to do is they're going to try and set things up for the future. So, like, just to
Secret
give an
Wars.
example, Doctor Doom has been heavily teased throughout the trailer. Like at the very end, when Deadpool's lying on the ground and you see Wolverine's shadow cast on him, off to the Deadpool's right, for us it would be our left from our viewing standpoint. There's a comic book that's sitting over there, and the
Secret
comic
Wars.
book cover is Secret Wars issue number 5, which I actually
Yeah.
have read and am familiar with.
Is it good?
It's where
Mm.
it's where Doctor Doom takes over the multiverse and he creates Battle World.
Also
Did-
the
And he kills
bottle.
Thanos.
Ooh, wait. Did anybody see the new trailer of the X-Men series?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It looks good. It's really
But
good.
looks good. I just hope
it-
they don't mess up any of the characters that have already been established.
They did. They did. If you don't believe it up. They woke a character, by the way.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because
It's
that dude has the ability to shift into male and female. So
yeah, and I don't know, man. I don't know.
it's,
It's kind of weird.
The biggest
mean, it's-
complaint I've been seeing, and again, it's supposed to be a joke, but like the only like I put in quotation marks complaint I've been seeing is that they've downsized Rogue's butt. Because in the original, because there's the meme in the original series where she's like very thick, and then in People Noticed in the series, it's downsized, and so people have been quote unquote complaining
Man.
because it's not cartoon accurate, but
probably the explanation would be she had surgery.
it's just been a joke going around in the community.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Also, I know that Spider-Man from the '90s will not appear, and I don't know, but like, imagine because apparently the '90s Spider-Man is in that same universe as the X-Men.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's gonna appear like in one, scene like, as a cameo, or he's just gonna be referenced. I don't know. I hope
By the
so. I
way,
hope
what's
so.
your
Though.
guys' opinion on the new cast for the Fantastic Four?
I don't have an issue with it.
I
I
just have the issue with Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic.
You think his face is not skinny enough?
They already had someone perfect in Doctor Strange, and they had to change it.
They killed him off.
Josh.
That
Wasn't
doesn't
it-
matter. There's like multiple Lokis that are all played by the same actor. So what is
No,
it?
I
no.
know that. I know that. It's just that. I mean,
No. There's the kid Loki, the original Loki, and then the I'm so sorry.
Sure.
And then there's also President Loki, and then there's Loki. Like there's more than one Loki, and it's like it just felt so unnecessary because the other problem was that he already
There's-
looked exactly like he did in the comics with a beard.
I mean, look at it. I mean, there's an alligator Loki and there's a female Loki. So
That still doesn't make me any happier
yeah.
because those are completely different characters.
Uh-huh.
still Loki.
No.
I mean, here's the thing. You look at No
Kid
Way Home.
Loki
there's-
had to be a kid actor. You couldn't have that as Tom Hiddleston.
Look at No Way
Female
Home.
Loki, that had to be a female actor. That's not a good excuse.
I mean, look at No Way Home. You have Spider-Man played by 3 different dudes. So,
Well, that was
They-
already
they're all
established
different.
film franchises.
They are different. I mean, they're not different characters. It's just they're like different, variants. They're not really like the same, type versions. Plus, I mean,
I'm also
they
just
already
been
had
mad about
trilogies.
Pedro Pascal has also been getting overused.
I don't know how to feel about the statement.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know.
I've just been getting fatigue with him lately because it feels like he's been in everything, and it feels like he plays the same character every time. Like Mandalorian, he's very monotone, so it feels different just because it's very, like very stern, very, like there actually is like some character difference there. But it
Well, I
feels
mean,
like
he's barely
every
in
other
there.
role he's in is exactly the same. Kind of similar to like how people are fatigued with Chris Pratt and Tom Holland.
Tom
But
Holland.
whenever I hear Pedro Pascal's voice in The Mandalorian, I think his voice is kind of perfect for Mr. Fantastic. So
Well, no, I'm not talking about Mandalorian. I'm talking about like Last of Us and like like Wonder Woman, like everything else that he's been in. It feels like he's just the exact same guy every time, which isn't a problem. It's just a problem if you're doing it like every 6 months in like everything that you're in.
That's
I don't know.
one problem.
Sometimes actors get that direction, so it's the,
You know, that's a problem, and what's it called in Hollywood? Some actors will get used like almost every single movie,
Yeah.
and the thing is though, new actors can open up to new, unique, stuff basically. Just like,
I mean,
but if they use the exact same actor for every single movie, like for example, Chris Pratt for Garfield, Mario, which I don't think he's bad as Mario.
I think he's bad as Garfield.
There's no changes in Garfield, bro. It's really the exact same guy.
I mean,
Which I mean, I do like Garfield because I actually watched the Netflix show.
I feel like Chris Pratt just wants to voice every cartoon character ever.
I mean, it's not really his
wish
choice.
it was
though.
Frank Welker playing Garfield like he was in the Garfield show.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
The Garfield show. It's called The Garfield Show.
Oh man, because
It's
the other was, like,
3D animated one.
he was pretty good. He was pretty good.
Yeah, that's Frank Welker. The guy who played him in the Garfield and Friends, the 80s and 90s cartoon, he passed away a while ago.
Oh man.
He was also the voice of animated Peter Venkman in the animated Ghostbusters shows.
Wait, who voiced Garfield in the live action movies? Oh, Bill Murray.
Yeah, that was Bill Murray, which funny enough, he played Peter Venkman in the live action Ghostbusters.
He regrets.
It's funny how animated Ghostbusters and animated Garfield and then live action seem to have parallels with each other.
Yeah.
It's weird. But yeah,
I do want to. I mean, Chris Pratt as Garfield. I think it's fine. It's fine.
I think it's fine. It's just, I have preferences. Like, it's the same thing I have with Optimus Prime. It's like, I have preferences, but I'm fine with some of these.
I mean, we haven't really heard his voice as Optimus Prime yet, so I'm not really critiquing, him. Though. Because we haven't really.
Hello.
Huh?
TC Collector 217.
Well, I'm not referring to Chris Hemsworth because, one, we haven't heard it yet, and two, he's playing Orion Pax, a young Optimus.
So it makes sense why he doesn't have that majestic voice.
Because it's been heavily implied that Peter Cullen is playing Optimus at the end of the film when they have a time skip and it's him when he's older.
Yeah. Which also, does anyone want? Well, but would anyone like Transformers 1 to be like a Into the Spider-Verse animation style?
No, not really.
Or would it be like...
I wouldn't mind it. It's just, I just feel like they're not going to, because they've been making it sound like it's visually unique, like it doesn't look like anything else. So I honestly have no idea, but I mean, I wouldn't mind it being in that animation.
It'll be kind of cool though. It'll be, but I wonder if we're going more of a realistic animated thing.
I have a feeling that this animated Cybertron prequel is placed in the live action universe continuity.
What?
I have a feeling that Transformers 1 is connected to the reboots. So
I don't know, man. I mean, I would like it to be its own thing. Well, in my opinion.
It could be. I mean, it could be. It could be related to the reboots where Megatron is still on Cybertron. So,
I mean,
they mentioned that this animated movie is meant to be in its own standalone universe, but the origins of the Optimus and Megatron are meant to be like the overall general origins. As in, like, every Optimus and Megatron have basically gone through this in some way.
But just making it into a film, which I like it. I like it. But are we gonna get like a War for Cybertron sequence though?
like
probably not till toward the end.
I don't know.
Because
we'll
the
probably
movie
get
talk about the origins of kind of how the war started between the Autobots and Decepticons, specifically through the eyes of Optimus and Megatron, or obviously in the film's case, Orion Pax and Minor TC-01 or whatever he's called, whatever they're calling Megatron's previous, pre-Megatron self.
the closest thing we have to it right now at this instant is probably one specific episode from Transformers Prime.
Yeah,
As of right now.
I hope it's very similar to what we saw in Prime and what's in the aligned continuity books.
I love that, in my opinion. I love that,
Oh,
episode.
oh,
What?
oh, wait a minute. I
JJ's
just
making
realized,
noises.
I just discovered that the new director for the next live action movie is Angel Manuel Soto.
What
So,
have they previously done?
No, new director. He
What is the director
he
previously
did
done?
Blue Beetle. He did Blue Beetle. He did Blue Beetle
Okay, what else?
and Charm City Kings in 2020.
I have not even watched that.
Okay, never seen it.
I never heard of it.
I mean, the only one that is more prominent is Blue Beetle, and that's it.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It was announced that Soto would also direct an upcoming Transformers film. It was announced in March 2021 already. Wow. Okay.
Apparently.
Only 3 years ago, it was already announced that he would be directing an untitled Transformers movie. Okay.
Supposedly, Paramount also wants to make a live-action Transformer series for Paramount Plus.
Live
Okay.
action?
How does everybody feel about Keegan Michael Key as Bumblebee?
I don't know.
He made some interesting comments a little bit ago. They were interviewing him for another movie that he was in, but they brought up Transformers, and he mentioned that the voice, when he tried to like do different voices and such when he was doing when he was trying out for Bumblebee, and the director just wanted him to do his regular talking voice. He liked his regular talking voice like the best.
So it's gonna be like an adult version of Bumblebee.
So apparently Bumblebee will just sound like Michael Key's just regular talking voice.
I don't know, man. I mean, some people love the actor, so I don't know what to feel about it.
Well, then,
I mean,
as I said, it wasn't his choice. It was the director's choice.
Yeah, the director.
He actually tried to give Bumblebee like a voice, like he tried to make it unique, but the director was just like, yeah, just kind of do your regular voice.
But I don't know if he's gonna lose his voice at the end of the movie.
I hope not.
Probably, I don't know.
Part of me kind of wants them to stop doing the whole Bumblebee losing his voice box thing.
Yeah, can we have Bumblebee get it? Can we have Bumblebee get his voice back so that Dylan O'Brien can become Bumblebee again in the reboots?
But
Please.
if he does get it removed, it has to be done like it was in Prime, where it's like between him and Megatron.
Or well, I mean, basically that's the IDW comic of Transformers 1 of the Michael Bay 2007 Transformers movie. I've read it, so I've seen like basically Megatron ripped instead of stabbing, he ripped like he didn't rip it off, he just crushed it. The voice of Bumblebee. Which I mean, I don't know.
We're all familiar with Bumblebee, the movie, and how that happened.
Which officially makes it a reboot. I don't know why people like question it if it's a reboot or not. When we clearly saw the differences on how Bumblebee, lost his voice.
Yeah, and just the fact that they look entirely different compared to the other movies.
They do.
Like Bumblebee's eyes are bigger. The one in the Bayverse, they're smaller, and like yeah, he has some of the same design cues, but like his eyes are clearly more defined. He's a lot shorter. He's a little more round. Optimus is completely different. Plus, even from the get-go, Peter Cullen was originally not to voice him in the first place. So, like, that further just shows that it was meant to be a reboot. Just, we got the proper voice, thankfully.
Oh, yeah. Peter Cullen, I like the experience in there.
Yeah, but thankfully, Rise of the Beasts was a much more pleasant experience, according to him.
Thankfully, yeah. But I really, I like, I used to not because I didn't really understand G1 that much when I was a kid. So when I seen the design for Optimus Prime Bumblebee, I didn't really, like it. But now that I've seen it, I absolutely love it now. I like it. I like it. I like it. But I also like how they gave him a mouth and Transformers Rise of the Beast.
Well, it
That
wasn't
that that
just that. I liked how his mouth was actually based off of Peter Cullen.
Ah, yeah.
yeah. I remember when people did not like that
Hmm.
feature. Like people did not like that feature.
It's just a Bayverse mouth. I don't know why people hate it.
Well, it's actually slightly different compared to the Bayverse because his nose tends to blend into like the cheekbone area a little more. Where if you actually compare the two, they do look different.
Mm-hmm.
And
There are
I got
multiple
there's a
primes that
photo
have-
of him and Peter Cullen side by side, and you can see the definition in Peter Cullen's face reflects in like Prime's like lines on his face.
Mm-hmm. I mean, those is kind of the same though. The nose.
Okay, so Priximus, I wanna tell you something here.
No, you can't. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's your live stream. You can tell me whatever you want.
So Priximus, I've been binge watching Rescue Bots, and I enjoy the show.
Uh-huh.
So I was watching season 4, episode 1, and I noticed that Prime was alive, and it's confirmed that season 4 Rescue Bots takes place 3 years after Transformers Prime happened. And
Wait, it's connected?
yeah, it's connected.
Which
The hell?
is a little off considering that Optimus Prime died.
Yeah, and
never
I
His-
was
back
like
until
wondering
RID.
I was like, what? I was like wondering how
His-
the heck is
his-
Optimus Prime alive and contacting Heatwave about his next orders and his next assignments. Until I
His
read
death, Prime's death was kind of, now that he's alive and everything, now it's just kind of, pointless now. I would have preferred for him to stay, dead. Because death would have made, more sense, more point. But I don't know how he's alive. I really don't know. Can someone explain me how he's alive? Because I've seen
Because
the.
technically he's not
Okay.
supposed to be alive until RID 2015 where he comes back, but RID 2015 takes place a lot longer than 3 years after.
yeah.
So basically,
Prime
it's sort
has
of.
been dead for 3 years. Prime has been dead for 3 years. But the Prime still needed him because he was. They wanted to prepare him for a battle against Megatronus Prime.
So they brought him back then.
So they brought him back to life because
Because of
Optimus Prime-
toys.
Optimus Prime actually wanted to go back to Earth. He really wanted to go back to Earth. So
Which is
I
also
mean-
kind of weird because that's kind of in contrast to Transformers Prime, where he was like, "Yeah, I'm willing to sacrifice myself," and then felt kind of weird that now he just wants to go back all of a sudden.
yeah,
The
I mean,
problem is that it's the writers and the directors that are different from each one.
no, the writers are the same.
Well, I mean,
The writers are the same. It's just Hasbro. The main thing that dictates the story.
Hasbro just didn't want the dead Prime to happen again.
the what?
Because with Optimus Prime, you know that every time he dies, he always finds a way to come back.
Well, it's,
Well,
also
it's
not
because of the
that,
money
it's
too.
Toys. Toys are the
And now
main
my-
dictating part of
I
the
can't
storytelling.
hear
Tú hablas.
you guys
What I mean?
anymore. Wait, I think my Bluetooth is on. Oops. There we go. All right. Priximus, can you say something?
Hi.
Okay, now I can hear you because my Bluetooth was on. So sorry about that.
I was just saying that toys are the other defining part of storytelling because Hasbro toy sales. They're like, oh, we need this to happen in the show, and yeah.
Mhm.
Well, guys, I have to go right now.
So here's the thing. I mean, in RD 2015, episode 25 of season 1, the Primes actually took him back to Earth. So,
Oh,
so
okay. But I have to go, guys. I'll see you later. All right.
all right. See you later.
Till
All
all
right.
I
you
want.
later.
The other one.
So I one. Goodbye.
Bye bye. So here's the thing. So season 4, episode 1 of Rescue Bots, I was like wondering, hey, how is Optimus alive while he is still dead, and he still hasn't been resurrected yet? So the theory is he can actually communicate with the Rescue Bots from the realm of the Primes.
Okay.
So
I mean, I guess. I mean, he kind of did with Bumblebee, but it was in like a reflection, and he only said like one word.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, but honestly, I don't really care at this point. My brain still kind of registers them as their own separate shows, because it's like
Well, I
Prime
mean,
just has a very different tone compared to RID and Rescue Bots. I can definitely see Rescue Bots and RID 2015 being together because again, there have been direct crossovers with each other, like Blur and like Sideswipe being in Rescue Bots and Blur being in 2015. But like Prime just feels so different. Like it feels like trying to connect, like just to give an example, let's say I was trying to have like the Spider, like what's a good example? Let's say like the Lego Movie is a prequel to like
the Batman movie.
the Batman. Yeah, like Lego Movie is a prequel to like the Batman, like Robert Pattinson's Batman. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they feel so completely different that it feels like they just should not exist in the same universe. But it's like apparently
Wait,
they do.
no, wait, hold on. Lego Batman is the prequel to the Batman?
No, just the Lego Movie, not Lego Batman. Just Lego Movie and like Robert Pattinson's The Batman.
There's no way they're connected, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because the Lego movie is connected to the Lego Batman movie. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like that, like me trying to compare Lego Movie being a prequel to Robert Pattinson, it doesn't make sense, does it?
yeah,
Like
but
that's what I'm trying to say. Transformers Prime being a prequel to RID 2015 and Rescue Bots doesn't make sense because just how tonally different they are. Because Prime is very dark, gritty, and like it's very like yeah, they have lighthearted moments to break up the sadness and dark tone, but like it just seems so different to me.
I mean, it has to be because already 2015 is written in that way, and Rescue Bots is written in a way where a lot of kid stories are implemented into these stories. So,
but a lot more people remember Prime than RID 2015.
Yeah, I mean, I love RID 2015 for me. I mean, for me, I like the Prime throwbacks, like the Prime Starscream design and the Predacons. And
I just thought the killing off of the Predacons was kind of
yeah.
I mean, come on, they're more powerful than that. I mean,
yeah,
whatever.
Like one laser blast just kills the Predacons like that.
I don't know, like it just doesn't seem like it'd be that easy. So like there should have been an episode later where it's like, oh, they're here, they actually aren't dead, like Starscream said. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there should have been something.
I mean, we all know that Shockwave is still alive, so he probably went to repair the Predacons. So
yeah, like again, that could have also been an explanation. Like just the fact that like, oh, they just got shot by a gun, now they're dead. Like it just felt kind of lazy. Like, come on, Predaking.
Because I know that Predaking and the Predacons aren't against the creator Shockwave, so
they survived a zombie apocalypse. I know they can take on more than that.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I love the mention of Raph, Jack, and Miko in RIG 2015, and the Shadow Zone, and Soundwave, and Ratchet, and Bulkhead, and you know
what I was just thinking about earlier, like last week. I think people have had this conversation before, like other Transformers fans have had this conversation before with the Unicron trilogy, because Armada and Energon are clearly connected with each other. And then Cybertron, when the show starts, it almost feels like an entirely different show because Optimus keeps talking about Earth and like goes to Earth as if it's his like first time visiting. And also for some reason in Cybertron, the Earth Transformer Alliance just doesn't exist. Remember they had the alliance where like where the original human kids were like stationed on different Cybertronian stations throughout the galaxy, and like one of them was even on Cybertron, and like
that is because Galaxy Force wasn't meant to connect to Energon and Armada. Galaxy Force was meant to be a separate thing. But then
I'm aware. I'm just saying, like I feel like people have had this same conversation about that in the past.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Megatron's design in Cybertron is clear. It is possible that Cybertron is connected to Energon because after Galvatron is fused with Unicron in Energon after his sacrifice, the Unicron armor will go on Galvatron and become Megatron again. So.
Well, the way how we know that it is connected to the other trilogy is because the season finale of the entire series, they have a little homage thing that at the end that references directly on screen the other humans from Armada and Transformers Energon.
Yeah, Energon.
They have a thing to Kicker and to the original trio and the Minicons.
Although, okay, I have to be. Even though Hotshot is on Cybertron, is in Transformers Cybertron, it's the same dude from Energon and Armada. But why is Energon Hotshot with Kicker? It should have been Energon Ironhide.
No, but you know what I'm saying? It just seems so weird.
It's so weird. Like you
know what I'm saying? Like it feels so similar to like the conversations we're having now with modern shows. Like it was the same thing, I guarantee. Like just about a decade ago, or a decade a decade and a half ago.
Yeah, and then Jetfire with a new accent.
Yeah, like Jetfire changes accents like in every single show.
And like at the end, the explanation is he visited the planet and that's why he changed accents.
And then just like Hot Rod, and no, I cannot get rid of the accent. Blech.
And then Red Alert with the same voice actor, but the accent is so different.
Yeah,
I'm like,
first he sounds British, then he just sounds like he's English, and then like, it's just weird. And then there's also and then like again Optimus seems to just forget that he ever visited Earth, I guess.
Apparently the black hole kind of it kind of erased those Armada and Energon memories from them, but then Primus kind of reminded them that they defeated Unicron and Leo Breaker has said, we kicked his tailpipe, we did. And I'm like, when were you there?
Yeah, yeah, when were you there, huh?
When were you there, Leo Breaker? When were you there? I'm gonna go. All right, Doom Production. See you later, man.
See ya.
All right. Have a good time. Have a good night. All right. Have a good rest of the night.
My next review is on the concept art series Rumble.
I have him.
Yeah, he's up next. Which, by the way, it took me a while to realize that he has the Decepticon logos on the bottom of his pile drivers.
I mean, they're barely there, but they're there.
Yeah, well, like, I'm just saying, I didn't notice them till like yesterday, and I've had this guy for like a week.
Do you have Trash Master?
Yeah.
Do you see an Autobot logo on him?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. How long did it take you to notice an Autobot logo on Trash Master?
I noticed it immediately.
Okay.
Didn't take me very long. But it then made me go back to the other Junkions thinking, wait, did they have Autobot logos? So I started looking all over the other ones, and I'm like, oh, I'm just crazy.
Chase is so good.
Oh yeah, I still need to review freaking Chase. Well, the reason why I'm waiting is because I'm also gonna review him with I'm gonna double review him together with Medics.
I mean, they didn't really. I don't think Medics is a proper rescue bot. They didn't say Rescue Bots Universe Medics.
No, but he still is a character from that originated from the Rescue Bots series.
Rescue Bots Academy, to be honest.
Still, though, I was going to put them together as a double review because they're the two modern interpretations of Rescue Bot characters.
The aligned continuity, honestly, is such a mess.
You could say that again.
In Rescue Bots Academy, you see Grimlock again, and he's still afraid of cats, just like in RD 2015. Okay, that kind of confirms that it's the same dude from RD 2015. It's the same.
But that
Grimlock.
means this is also supposed to be the same guy from Fall of Cybertron.
Because his colors are so much like the video games, and I'm like,
And that also throws out the window the Transformers Prime comic books that talk about Grimlock.
yeah. And then of course,
Because in the comic books, they treat it like it's the character from the video game, because he references stuff in the video game, but he also references stuff in Transformers Prime. So it's like, huh? Oh,
Yeah, I
and
don't
also
know-
the fact
I
that
don't know why that
Cliffjumper
should
escapes
be.
on the Ark with them, but then Cliffjumper's with RC in Prime. You know,
Yeah.
like what? Yeah, it's just a mess because I feel like they had a good idea that they wanted to do for the aligned continuity, but it ended up turning into something that they didn't intend it to. Like instead of the aligned continuity being where everything's connected, like a big like MCU kind of thing, instead it ended up turning into more like, oh, a lot of these shows and books and such just share the same ideas.
And also, didn't Predaking make amends with the Autobots? Like he teamed up with the Autobots, and then Predaking is just angry at Prime and Windblade in the comics, and I'm like, didn't you change sides?
Or is he just always mad now? Or
Like what? And then
yeah,
of course,
it's just
and
kind
of
of
course-
weird.
and of course, you know, of course,
yeah.
and also in Rescue Bots Academy, I was like looking at Grimlock. Okay, I know that he's the same dude from Mighty 2015, but that he has the same colors as the video game Grimlock, and then he knows who Snarl, Sludge, and Slash are, and he knows Swoop also. He knows, probably he knows Slug as well, and I'm like, wasn't Sludge supposed to be offline in the games? And I'm like,
And it's also not just that. In RID 2015, Grimlock runs into that other Dinobot who's like the Stegosaurus, and he's like, "Hey, a new best friend!" And he like acts like as if this is the only other Dinobot he's ever seen in his life.
yeah. Because the Rescue Bots Academy established that Snarl and Sludge are old friends of Grimlock, and I'm like, what?
Hey, they're dead.
That is why I have been making up the theory that Grimlock, RD 2015 Grimlock, was cloned by Shockwave, hence the Decepticon logos, with the memories of Fall of Cybertron Grimlock.
Still a bit of a stretch.
I still have I have a feeling that that's what he did in Fall of Cybertron. You know, that's why he wanted to test on the Dinobots, and he cloned the Grimlock successfully.
I still feel like it's a bit of a stretch because, like I said, video game feels completely different compared to 2015. Even compared to Transformers Prime, the connection between the Transformers Prime and the video game is also kind of stretching it as well, because there's characters that technically should be with them on Earth, but because they were on the Ark, and also the Ark is completely missing.
Yeah, and the way Bumblebee lost his voice in the games is way different than the Prime.
What was in the Prime show.
Yeah.
And then also, of course, there's also the difference between Ratchet as well. Ratchet's also a completely different guy.
Mm-hmm. They wanted to make it so connected because of the Dark Energon.
Well, I don't think it's not just that. Like, I think they wanted it to be where it all connects together, but I think it just ended up being where, like,
It's
remember how this happened in that show? Well, this also happened to be in this show. Like, you know, like they just happen to share ideas. Like, all of them happen to have the same idea that Megatron started as a gladiator, and Orion Pax was a data clerk, and so on and so forth. Like they all share the same ideas, but that doesn't mean they're all
Yeah, which is weird because in the games, Orion Pax wasn't named Orion Pax. He was already called Optimus.
He was just Optimus. He just got turned into Prime because he got the Matrix.
Yeah, and then in Transformers Prime, he was originally Orion Pax, and then after he got a Matrix, he just becomes Optimus Prime with no explanation how his name changed to Optimus in the games.
It's kind of similar to the which is funny because that's what they did with the IDW comics. He was called Optimus in the comics. He went to Orion Pax, and then when he became an officer, he became Optimus, and then he became Optimus Prime.
And then also in the comics, Optimus Prime didn't want to go by Optimus Prime again. He wanted to go by Orion Pax.
But then he went back to Optimus Prime again. But it was after he had the whole emotional wrestling with himself as Orion Pax.
Okay.
He eventually goes back to being just called Optimus, but only just by Optimus instead of Optimus Prime, because the title of Prime was being held by Rodimus at the time.
That makes sense.
But
Yeah,
because again, after that,
yeah.
they have the series that's called the IDW Optimus Prime series that then happens after he accepts the name back.
Yeah, honestly, the line continuity is such a mess. I love the shows, but the content, the how it lines up just confuses me.
Clearly, the connection thing, the whole interconnecting part, kind of failed because
Yeah.
I don't think any writers actually collabed with each other on anything.
It failed because season 4, episode 1 of Rescue Bots already showed Optimus Prime alive and well, and I'm like, what?
But not just that, there was a lot of other signs that it didn't really work out.
Like Grimlock and Sideswipe.
And a couple others. Even Starscream. Starscream is very different compared to some other. The Starscream in Transformers Prime is a lot different compared to the one that's in. Transformers Prime and Fall of Cybertron are two entirely separate Starscreams.
Yeah, because in Fall of Cybertron, you see Starscream already betraying the Decepticons. And in Transformers Prime 8, in season 1, he's back with the Decepticons.
And then it's what? Anyway.
Okay, yeah.
The only thing that actually tracks that doesn't mess up anything is just Shockwave being left behind on Cybertron.
Yeah, I think that one that makes sense.
But I think that the only reason that didn't get messed up is because almost every series does that.
Yeah.
Because Shockwave was famous in the 80s series for being the Decepticon that got left behind on Cybertron.
But he also died in G1.
Well, it was never confirmed that he died because he was originally meant to die in the 86 film, but then they ended up writing him into the 3rd season.
Oh.
So he actually didn't end up dying in the original series, even though he was written to be killed off. Because what was supposed to happen was Unicron was supposed to slam another one of his hands down, and one of his fingers hits a building that Shockwave is in. But they ended up cutting it from the movie. It only made it into the storyboarding stage. And yeah, you see him appear once or twice in the season 3 of the G1 cartoon. So it's he barely got away with it.
Okay.
After that, he kind of quietly phases out of the cartoon.
I like how Shockwave in the 86 movie, he was protecting the Decepticons. It's they're under attack. And I'm like,
Decepticons were under attack.
Scramble. So, yeah. I mean, I could connect RD 2015 with Prime and Rescue Bots, but it's hard to connect Rescue Bots with Prime because you don't know when in Transformers Prime that Optimus visited the Rescue Bots on Griffin Rock. There's one instance that I know because in the Nemesis Prime episode, Optimus mentioned that he was out of range and he was in an underground expedition mining energons, and that kind of reflects back to the two-parter episode in Rescue Bots where Optimus visited the Rescue Bots and they went underground.
But did he leave that episode with Energon?
He was in the mine with Energon. I think he picked up some bits and pieces here and there, and he probably stored in his person. And when after he transformed into a struck mode, so then he returned to his team, and then he revealed that he went on an underground expedition. So,
but here's also the other question you need to ask yourself. How come in Transformers Prime they clearly state how they're like the only Autobots that are on Earth, and yet Optimus just doesn't seem to share that there's other Autobots at Griffin Rock?
I mean, Optimus and Bumblebee know, so...
But no one talks about them.
But Ratchet also knows because Optimus mentioned his medic, which is obviously Ratchet. So he probably brought Ratchet to Griffin Rock to visit the Rescue Bots at one point.
No, I'm not talking about the Rescue Bots. I'm talking about in Transformers Prime. Optimus never brings up to his team in Transformers Prime that there are other Autobots on Earth. Because they clearly mention how it's like they're the only Autobots that are left on Earth or in the universe or whatever. Like they're the only ones around. And just Optimus just conveniently doesn't share that there's other Autobots. You know, because there's lots of times where Optimus could have asked the Rescue Bots for help, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of times he probably could have asked them for help, and they're not doing anything too important.
When did Rescue Bots come out again? Came out in 2012. No, 2011.
That was roughly around the time when Prime started airing in 2010.
I think Prime Season 1, Episode 1 was before Prime met the Rescue Bots.
Yes, it was, but like, I'm talking about in like throughout the rest of the series too. Like even in Season 3, there's a lot of moments where they're like, oh, we're the only Autobots here. You know, like when Ultra Magnus shows up and like Smokescreen is there, and like, you know, they always mention how it's like, oh, these are the only Autobots we got. Our numbers are limited. You know, we're outnumbered by the Decepticons. We have no one else we can talk to get for help. You know, and no one thinks to call the Rescue Bots.
I mean, Optimus did kind of explain that the Rescue Bots are not fit for battle. So
I'm not talking about battle. I'm saying like there have been times where they needed rescue and no one comes to rescue them. They could have easily called Rescue Bots. Or not even for battle. There could have been times where they've had the humans get evacuated from a dangerous situation, but like they just can't do it themselves because there's only so many Autobots in Prime. Because again, they are two entirely separate shows. It's just, you know, they were intended to cross over with each other, but of course the idea fell through because no one really collabed with each other, no one talked with each other, and also one show was targeted toward teens and the other was targeted toward toddlers. I do love the idea though of like the Rescue Bot. Like I love the idea of like the Rescue Bots and like how it's a really nice like toddler friendly like kid show, because it's like they're not talking about war and fighting the Decepticons. Like it's all about like search and rescue, helping out people. Like I like the idea of that for a kid show, like for Transformers. Like, you know, not every Transformers series has to be about war and darkness and yada yada yada. That being said, Transformers Prime has that, and it's really good. I haven't heard or met anyone who's mentioned it in a while, but I still don't understand the people that hate on Transformers Prime.
Yeah, honestly, the show is so good.
I still don't understand why some people hate.
Yeah, me too. Me neither. Hey, welcome back, Thunderous Prime.
Hello, Thundermus Prime. Welcome back.
Hmm.
Yeah, there are people that hate on Transformers Prime. Apparently, I haven't seen or met anyone in a while who has, but I've seen them before. Like, there's some people that I see on Instagram or YouTube. They'll set up a post going like, "What's a Transformers hot take that you guys have?" And I'll see a couple comments in there that say like Transformers Prime isn't that good. Like I'll see people hate on Transformers Prime every so often.
Yeah, and then they hate on the designs also.
Which, by the way, you should definitely look this up, JJ. You should see how much each of the episodes from Transformers Prime cost to make.
Oof.
I'll at least tell you this: they were expensive. Like, Transformers Prime was probably one of the more expensive shows for Transformers to produce.
Yep, one of the best ones ever made.
The CGI alone was the animation alone was pretty expensive.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good CGI. Very good CGI. Yeah, I mean I can understand where you're coming from. Like why Prime didn't mention the Rescue Bots ever. I think he just wanted to keep their secret.
But why? Because
I mean, even
there have
in
been times where they would have been very helpful or very necessary.
even season 4, the episode where Sideswipe appeared, um, uh, Blaze was asking, "Does Bumblebee ever mention me?" And then Danny was like, "I'm sure Bumblebee just wanted to keep our secret, Blaze." So I don't know. But
It's just a writer's way of getting out of it.
Until Blur appeared in already 2015, Sideswipe just boom revealed that there are rescue bots in Griffin Rock.
Yep.
And now the other Autobots know that there are other Autobots on Earth. So, hey, so. And then you see the Rescue Bots make a cameo appearance in already 2015 via images. So, like the main 4, Quick Shadow, High Tide, Salvage, Blur. So, yeah. Also, I don't even know how Optimus knows High Tide. What?
You know who would make a good rescue? There are some characters that would make good rescue bots.
Oh, like who?
Sea Spray, definitely.
Ooh.
Sea Spray would make a good rescue bot. I could also see like Minerva being one of them.
Makes sense.
Maybe they could also throw in like, I don't know, maybe someone a little bit random, kind of like how they did Whirl in the Rescue Bots the Academy, which apparently there are 2 Whirls.
Yeah, the 2 worlds.
Because apparently in Rescue Bots Academy, there's a reference to the original Whirl.
And then the female Whirl.
So apparently the female Whirl is named after original Whirl because it's like her idol or something. Or there's there's a bunch of the fan art where it's the 2 Whirls are hanging out with each other like it's a father and daughter. Yeah, apparently there are 2 Whirls, even though just both of them share the same name apparently.
Yeah.
Plus, I also appreciated that they brought in Hotshot.
Oh yes.
It was nice to see a familiar face get brought in a brand new form.
Right.
Plus, Hotshot's perfect for that kind. Like, he's perfect for the Rescue Bots, in my opinion. Not that he shouldn't be in anything else. I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to make a kid-friendly version of specific characters, he's a good pick.
Right. Oh, the Protector Bots would make amazing Rescue Bots.
Especially if they did like a combiner.
Especially Blaze is in Rescue Bots.
It'd be cool if they did like a combiner for Rescue Bots, where they actually combine into like Defensor.
Oh, that would be
They,
that would
like,
have been
they have him combined to like help like protect from earthquakes or whatever. You know, like they use the giant robot to the advantage for like big disasters.
you would have to replace Blades with Rook.
Well, I mean, there have been
I know.
combiner teams that have traded out people before.
I think Rook took Groove's place, but Groove wasn't really replaced. He just demoted into a chess minion.
Yes, there's been some combined teams that have been swapped around. Like, for example, I know the aerial bots changed up a little bit in the
Yeah, Alpha
combiner.
Bravo. Alpha Bravo.
Because they had another helicopter get added to the group.
Yep, Alpha Bravo, and then the
Or
Stunner.
no, yeah, the helicopter got added to the. They
Yeah.
added Alpha Bravo, the helicopter, to the aerial bots, where it was originally only Defensor who had a helicopter.
And they also added Power Glide as the gun for Superion.
Yeah.
And then
Which, by the way, Power Glide is the original aerial bot. Because Power Glide was a character before Superion ever got introduced in the G1 cartoon.
And then in one of MGO skits, Power Glide was like, "Can I be an aerial bot? Can I join your teams? Silver Ball, can I join your team?"
Which, by the way, apparently his Decepticon repaint Viper is supposed to appear in Transformers Reactivate. Viper's the evil blue version of Power Glide.
I thought Viper had another name.
Well, Viper is apparently based on a GoBot, I think.
Okay.
You know, that whole like Autobot, GoBot, Decepticon thing. You know, kind of like the character of Bugbite, how that was originally a GoBot, but they turned it into a Transformer character.
Let's see. Huh. The original Heatwave was the heroic Decepticon.
I would like to see a kind of similar to the Legacy United Chase. I would like to see Heatwave. You know, like I'd like to see some. I'm open to seeing more of the Rescue Bots. Chase is a fantastic figure.
Yeah, Chase is so good. He is such a great figure. Like I love him. He's
Did
like
I ever
so
tell you
accurate.
about a series that I've always wanted to make for Transformers, JJ?
No?
I won't take a lot of your time up on it, but pretty much the show is about like the main character of the show is Prowl, and it's basically him being like a police detective on Cybertron before the war started, and it's him doing like private eye kind of stuff, like going around like solving crimes and such. And inside his police district, there's supposed to be other like police Transformer car characters, and like one of them that I had the idea for is like Chase and Clampdown, Strong Arm, and like Barricade was also supposed to be part of it before he joined the Decepticons.
Which Prowl?
Just Prowl.
Or just Prowl?
If you're talking like anime, I'm just G1 Prowl.
Wait.
No animated Prowl. That would be interesting, but when I originally created it, I had like IDW kind of Prowl like in mind, so like at least G1 kind of styled. But yeah, I still want to make it into an idea at some point. And again, with the new release of the Legacy Evolution, Strong Arm and the Legacy United, Chase and a lot of the other police car characters like Clampdown and such, it opens up the idea, which I should also get Deep Cover. That's another police car character.
Look at that.
Very nice. I still need to get animated Bumblebee and animated Optimus.
They look so good together.
I have Prowl. I just need the other two. I'm holding off on Bumblebee, and then I'm just kind of waiting to see if I can find Prime in person first.
Oh wait, I have the OG animated leader class Bulkhead, and I have a action master Ratchet. So maybe I could just put them here. Have the OG 5 animated Autobots together. But I think I need a proper deluxe size Ratchet in Legacy, and a Voyager or Leader Bulkhead in Legacy. So
Oh yeah, that was the other thing I forgot to mention. Throughout the show idea, as Prowl goes around solving crimes, he would talk and interview certain witnesses. So that would be guest cameos from certain characters throughout the show. So maybe one of the witnesses he talks to is Jazz, or maybe there's a point where there's a fire that was caused by someone, and then it's him talking to Red Alert and Inferno, and there would be a bunch of characters throughout the show that would kind of show up. It's kind of like guest characters. Oh, that was the other character that I almost forgot. This was one of my favorite ideas for it. Trax would be the undercover cop.
it's kind of weird that Trax. They made an Age of Extinction hotshot, and then it's colored like Trax.
I remember that figure.
Uh,
But what the inspiration I got for Trax being the undercover cop was in the G1 episode Autobot. He helps out the New York police by being a car to get stolen on purpose by carjackers, and then he transforms and he has the carjackers in his hands and he hands them off to the police. So I had the idea of him being an undercover cop, kind of through that in a way.
Right.
So anyway, that was kind of the idea that I had for the show.
This figure is the best one from the 3.
Does that sound pretty interesting?
Yeah. Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
I just can't think. Are there any other police car characters that I've missed? Isn't Rook technically one?
I guess maybe.
The rescue bots.
Perhaps.
I mean,
Perhaps.
because technically he's a SWAT vehicle, but that still kind of counts because he's in the white blue with the little siren light bar.
Yeah, and Chase is a police bot, and he's still a rescue bot. So.
Well, yeah. Chase, I mentioned would be part of it because he's a police car.
Right.
Chase would be more of the search and rescue section of the police. Prowl is more of the crime is what he deals with. Each of the different cops that would be inside the district would deal with different things. So Strong Arm would deal more with this particular thing. Chase would deal with search and rescue. Prowl would be crime, I
see. But
I had the idea that Clampdown, the Red Alert repaint that's the police car. Clampdown was going to be kind of the new. He would be the new rookie they just got in that just needs to be trained.
Yep.
But anyway.
Yeah. You know what I want from Risky Bots now? I want a quick shadow. Or High Tide. A Titan class High Tide would work well. That way he can get his Mega Bot mode.
For me, it's pretty much just Heat Wave and Blades.
You miss Boulder.
Well, yeah, Boulder would be nice. It's just, we don't really see very many other Autobots that turn into fire trucks besides either an Optimus Prime or a Inferno.
Yeah, because you have the RID 2001 Optimus Prime, who's a fire truck, and the Cybertron Prime, who's a fire truck also. So.
And Transformers Animated, who's also a fire truck.
I mean, barely.
The fire truck's just he's missing the big trailer half.
Yeah, I mean,
he's just the front cab.
There are at times he would transform into the full fire truck mode, but most of the time, Prime is just the the flat nose. The truck, the truck cab. So
Even though it would still have the sirens on it.
yeah, and
Oh.
he did kind of tow a trailer that's based on his G1 trailer,
Yeah.
which is quite a nice nod. So, but anyway, I have to go unfortunately. So I will. I think this stream has been a pretty good stream. So thank you for joining in, Maximus Prime. Lovely to have
Mhm.
you here.
Glad
And
I was actually able to, catch this one in time.
yep. And thank you for those in the chat for chatting with us. D-Bart, Lord Master Starscream, Master Far, Thundermus Prime, Republic Cinema, Doom Productions, Valentino Nathaniel, and of course Christopher and Inktastic, Falling Prime, and Darkimus Prime, and Johnzilla Studio, and
I didn't realize that John Zilla was in the chat.
yeah, and then of course Megatronus Prime, and Alex the Savage from the Scrapyard. So
Everyone you named off that was in the chat is all people that I know.
and Nick's Plastic Shelf also
Oh,
appeared.
Nick.
Yeah,
Everyone who's in the chat is a lot of people that I either follow or people who I know online. So that's cool.
So thank you so much for watching, and of course stay tuned for the reviews of the 4 figures I just recently got, and stay tuned for Tasmania Kids review. Haven't reviewed him yet, but I will review him soon, and that has to be it. That's it for today's stream. So I will catch you guys next time. Peace out to all R1. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Bye-bye.
All
To all R1.
roll out.